I think the writer and director of this movie like The Great Gatsby more than me. Hello my beautiful geekies and welcome to my review of Genius, directed by Michael Grandage and written by John Logan. It stars Colin Firth, Jude Law, Guy Pearce, Nicole Kidman, and Laura Linney. This movie follows Max Perkins and his time as a book editor at Scribner's, where he oversaw works by F. Scott Fitzgerald, Thomas Wolfe, and Ernest Hemingway. That premise is accurate only to a point, because what this movie is truly about is the relationship between the book editor Max Perkins, played by Colin Firth, and Thomas Wolfe, an upcoming writer played by Jude Law. And you do get your glimpses at F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ernest Hemingway. But Ernest Hemingway, who's played by Dominic West in this movie, only has one scene, and honestly that scene leads to nothing. This movie gains a lot by the relationship, the dynamic, and the duo that is Colin Firth as Thomas Wolfe and Colin Firth as Max Perkins. These two work great together. You like their relationship, you like what Max Perkins has to teach to Thomas Wolfe, you like the evolution of this character to a point, because in the first half of this movie it is really slow. It doesn't seem to be leading anywhere because Thomas Wolfe had his problems. He always wrote too much. And Max Perkins was his tutor, his mentor, let's say, because he told him how to work books, how to tell a story. He always cut down so many things from the books that he wanted to write and honestly made better books out of them and made them actual books. But during the first hour you get a glimpse at these two as a duo, as a team, as someone helping the other, but you don't really get to analyze either of these characters too much. You only get a glimpse at the surface of who they are and what they do. It's not until the middle of the second act, as the first hour of this movie passes, that you really get engrossed into who these people truly are and what they do mean to each other. It's not until they both get in a conflict, each in his own way, that you truly get to know these people as for who they are. It's not until then that Max Perkins doesn't grab Thomas Wolfe by the balls and teaches him what writing and life is all about. It's not until the half hour where Thomas Wolfe travels to Europe and starts writing on his own, not needing an overseeing constantly from Max Perkins. And it's not until about 30 minutes are left to the movie that you see F. Scott Fitzgerald, played by Guy Pearce, in this movie, and what he meant to Max Perkins and his relationship to Thomas Wolfe. Throughout this movie you do get an adulation from Thomas Wolfe of F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ernest Hemingway, but these characters don't really fit in the movie too much. I would rather have both these characters have stayed away, and that would have helped the movie a lot, because the relationship of Thomas Wolfe and Max Perkins is what truly matters, and their respective wives as well could have stayed away from the movie. Laura Linney and Max Perkins' daughters play a little part in this, but at some point they get away from the screen, they get away from the story, and I would have put that part in the beginning. And Nicole Kidman as Thomas Wolfe's wife, she doesn't really matter too much. She gets into a little bit of conflict with Thomas Wolfe and Max Perkins, but that is to add to a drama, and there's no sense in what she contributes to the story overall. As this movie was reaching the end of the first hour, I was ready to tell you guys that I would rather recommend you this movie and I would feel like Clark Gable watching it. But in that second hour, this movie picks up so well. It's not perfect still, but it's a better movie and makes it worth that first hour because it builds upon what was built before. But there are many parts where this movie seems like it's telling you things and not showing you. And there's an added plot thread that comes in at about 15 minutes till the end, that it is dramatic and it is true to who Thomas Wolfe was, but there was never anything building upon that thing upon the end of this movie. This movie does have great cinematography, it does have good direction. There's one scene between Max Perkins and Thomas Wolfe outside of Perkins' house where these two actors really shine. That scene is beautiful in every possible way. The dialogue, the actors, the direction, the photography, all of it is pitch perfect. And this movie could have been that. But there are many story elements that just don't fit or don't lead anywhere and just are too slow and keep this movie from moving forward. Because this movie should have, at all times, have focused on Max Perkins and Thomas Wolfe, and it just doesn't. There are great elements to this movie, there are elements that hurt it a lot, and there are bad elements. I wanted to like this movie a lot. I was really looking forward to it. I like the story, I like literature, I want to know these biographical movies, and the cast is stellar. All of them do a good job, but there are just too many things that hurt the characters in a narrative sense, and story elements that really don't help. And because of those elements that do hurt the movie, but because of that second hour that is just so gratifying to watch, and there's so much better fleshing out of the characters on that, better characterization to each of them, I am going to give Genius a C+. Have you seen Genius, beautiful geekies? Let me know in the comments below if you liked it or not, and let me know if you want to see it in case you haven't yet. Also, let me know what is your favorite book to movie adaptation of all time, and is there any book to movie adaptation you would like to see that hasn't been done yet? My Magnificent 7 Q&A is ongoing for the movie's premiere. Just hashtag Mag7Q&A and ask me anything about anything in the comments below. Just leave the hashtag that is in the description. If you are not subscribed yet but like this review, come and join us in our beautiful geeky community by clicking subscribe, and we can be geeky united! And of course you can stalk me on the internet through my Facebook, Instagram, vlog channel. All those links are in the description, and I have a very special review coming on Sunday for the night of, and many other reviews coming next week, such as Sausage Party, Captain Fantastic, and The Ninth Life of Louis Drax, and also Bridget Jones's Baby. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful geekies. I love you all. Stay geeky, stay beautiful. Cheers, mate.